What's up guys, welcome to another video, and today we're going on a slightly different type of adventure. As you can see here, I got a new toy. So the guys at HEYBIKE reached out, said they really enjoy my content and they thought they can help improve my adventures by sending me one of their latest e-bike models. And this thing is pretty sweet. This is the X Series Ranger 3.0 Pro, and today will be the first day I'm gonna use it. I'm out here at GUANA Preserve, and you look back here, all the way from my left, all the way to my right, that's all trails back there. Most of it's unpaved, and a lot of those trails lead to fishing holes. I have all day to explore, and hopefully we can find some of these fishing spots. Okay, we're ready to roll. All right, so we're just gonna explore a little bit. There's a bunch of trails in here, and I think the first one I wanna check out is going north. So we're gonna try to go right. So I did see a cemetery up in the northern regions, but I'm not sure if we're able to access that area. But we're gonna see how far we can go. Yeah, so far this is awesome. We're coming up on something right here. I wonder if we can go back here or not. I think we should be able to. GUANA River Wildlife Management Area. Okay. So it doesn't say no trespassing. So I think we're good. So where are we at? Okay, we're all the way down here. I think we're going to try to get to this Lake Ponte Vedra Tower. Seems pretty cool. Yeah, let's do that. We're going to go up the Hammock Road and check out that tower. I don't know if you guys can hear me, but so the thing about Guana is there's tons of gators out here. Not only gators, but all kinds of wildlife. But definitely when we're closer to the water, there's a threat of gators sitting along these trails. They're probably more closer to the bank, but we have to be on alert, keep our eyes open. But this is really cool already. Just seeing this back here, I don't think many people get to see it. Whoa, what was that? There's something crossing the road up there. It looked like a wolf. What the freak? Alright, not sure what that was. Let's hurry up and pass it. Man, creepy. Alright, so over on my right, you can see Guana Lake already. See, check that out. Wonder if we should go check it out or not. Guess might as well since we're here, huh? Might as well give a couple casts. And we got our favorite lure here. Let's go ahead and walk down. We gotta make sure to look on both sides. Make sure there's no alligators sitting around. So that's the biggest danger on the lakeside over here. And it's a bit windy too, so I don't think we're gonna spend too much time around here. Just a couple casts. Just make a little bit of noise just in case there's something. Okay, I think we're good. Just a couple casts. It's a little tough with the wind too. but you never know, might get lucky. So Guana Lake is a saltwater lake fed by a dam on the south end, and the authorities can control how much salt they let in. Otherwise, on the north end, I believe it's fed by freshwater springs. Some of the biggest trout I ever caught came out of here. A couple 27 inchers, some 26, some 25s, 24s. On top of that, there's the reds, there's a big flounder. I believe there's also tarpon. So it's a nice variety, but overall, very shallow. I don't think it gets deeper than 5 feet anywhere on the lake. Doesn't seem to be anything here. All right, let's get out of here. All right, off we go. Let's see what else we find. Okay, so I think we're gonna head to the lake tower. 2.4 miles to go. All right, guys, we're still heading north. I think we still got a pretty long way to go. Just want to reach that tower and then fish it a little bit, and then we'll head over to the west side of the preserve. But we'll definitely stop anywhere along the way that looks like a good fishing spot. Lake Tower is 0.8 miles that way, but I see something called Graveyard Road over there. Oh yeah, we're gonna check out that cemetery. Over to the left. Hopefully we can find it. So I don't know what type of cemetery would be back here or who's buried here, but always interesting to me to go check out places like this. And I don't even know if it's marked or what. Oh wow, it's a whole different landscape over here. It's like the Pine Barrens. Just following Google Maps right now, and according to Google Maps, the cemetery is up here on the right side somewhere. Let's stop again. Actually, it's back there. Oh, let's get off. Let's go check it out. Should be somewhere around here, but I don't see any signs of it. Just rest in peace, guys. I'm not trying to disturb anyone. Just want to take a look. Yeah, I don't see anything. All right, we tried to find it, but let's keep moving. Just saw this little thing over here. Let's go check it out. Little boardwalk. All right, definitely worth checking out. Let's take the rod with us. I see some water back here. Definitely gators back here, I bet. Yeah, can't really fish it. We're not walking through there. Guess it's a little rest area. Be cool to fish that though. just saw this little path. I'm just being real careful here. I just want to give a couple casts. Whoa, there's some big stuff. There's some big stuff swimming around in there, for sure. One more cast. Too much grass. Get out of here. Another place to stop and maybe cast if there's no gators. Too many mosquitoes. Get out of here. Alright guys, here is the pavilion. Or at least I think it is. I thought there's a viewing platform over here. Huh. There used to be a viewing platform right here. They must have tore it down or a storm knocked it over. Oh, that's a bummer. I was trying to fish right there. Man. So we rode all the way over here for nothing. But I mean, it's not for nothing. Still got to see a lot of good sights. So now, gotta see what we're gonna go next. I guess we're just gonna go, we're gonna backtrack, but on the west coast. And then we're gonna go all the way down south. And down there looks like there's some good fishing spots. Okay, lots of more miles to go because we're way up here. All right, but let's do it. Got full battery. All right, guys, let's hit the road again. See you guys at the next stop. All right, guys, we just made it back to the entrance, and now we're gonna take the south loop. Looks kind of flooded though. See if we can get up here. Alright, glad this boardwalk's here. Otherwise, we'd be down there. Alright, cool. Made it past that. A lot of mud up ahead. Let's hope it doesn't get any worse than this. Tell you what though, the suspension on this bike is badass. Despite the terrain, it hasn't been that bad of a ride at all. Very comfortable. Happy I said yes to these guys. Alright, so we're gonna look for a trail that splits off to the right. That's gonna take us right to the intercoastal. And hopefully some fish. Habitat definitely looks a little different on the south end here. More brush, more trees. On the north end, it seemed like a lot of open land, maybe farming or tree farms. But here, it's definitely lower, a little bit more marshy. All right, I see the right turn up ahead. That's where we're gonna go, and we'll take us to our fishing spot. All right, see you guys when we get there. Wow, look at this. This might be it. Oh yeah. Alright, I think we can fish. Cool little place here. White sand beach. And that's the intercoastal right there. Let's see what we can find. Alright, let's see if there's any fish out here. That'd be super cool. Might be some flounder along here. Just gonna walk down here a little bit. Seems to be a little bit of structure. Some mangrove way up ahead. Let's give that a try. This might be a better spot in the evening time or early morning. I'm here midday throwing artificials. It's gonna be very tough. It's a little bit of salt marsh back in here. This actually might be a good spot for a flood tide, which I think is happening a little bit later. Yeah, we might come back here a little bit later because once it floods, those reds are going to come back in here. Interesting. All right, I think we're going to leave here and go to the southernmost point, fish that for a little while. It's supposed to be a good area. And then once the tide gets a little higher, we'll come back here and we might have a chance of some reds being up in here. Yeah, but that's pretty cool. I like this little spot. Maybe we'll wait for the evening too. Right now it's kind of early. All right, we're leaving Shellman's Bluff and we're gonna head south to the very southern point of Guana. That's where we'll find the mouth of Guana River. Supposedly very good fishing over there. I'm not sure if I'm catching the tides right today, but it seems like an incoming tide and that'll make it a little bit more difficult for sure. Whoa, watch out for these mud pits. Okay, we reached the obstacle, but I think we're just gonna walk it through here. Okay, come on. Let's hope it's not too deep. All right, not too bad. All right, one more. All right, what we got through? We're still making our way, guys. The path is not easy. Whoa. So muddy. Oh. Hope that's it for the mud. All right, might be bad news. The trail continues over there, but it's closed off as you can see. And I think that's the trail to get to the southernmost point. We're gonna have to take this one and see where it goes. Hopefully we can get there from the other end, but we'll see. All right, let's see where we're at. I think we can still access the southernmost point if we turn right. Yep. All right, let's go. Okay guys, we have reached the mouth. Whew, that was a long ride right there. Heard a lot of good things about it, but first time here. Let's hope we get on some action. Fish on, guys. Fish on. Hell yeah. Not a bad one either. What is this? Might be a flounder. Got some weight to it. What is that? Oh, it's a nice trout. Hell yeah. That is a keeper trout right there. Trying to sweat the hands. Not keeping. Wow, there it is right there, guys. There it goes. Another one. Another fish, guys. Oh, got off. Damn. Oh, another one. Damn. What is this? A flounder? Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Get this fella back. There it goes. Oh man, I'm tired. We probably should have came straight to this spot first. This seems like the best spot right here. But we did a little exploring, seeing stuff that we've never seen before, but definitely next time I'm going straight over here. Yeah, we got a long ride. But man, we put this bike to work today. All right, let's get out of here. We won't even pedal back. We're just gonna use full power. All right, guys, heading on back to the truck. I mean, overall, we didn't catch as much as we like, but we didn't skunk, so that's good. Timing probably wasn't the best. I fished like the incoming high tide, and usually that's the worst for me anyways. But at least we got some action. You know, at least we got to explore a place that we never had before. And I get to share some of the sights with you guys. So I hope you enjoyed it. I'm definitely gonna come back here again. I know for sure that southernmost point is loaded with fish. Probably get out here early in the morning or late in the evening and get that top water bite. I think there's some big trout out here. So yeah, that's probably what we're gonna do next time. And now that I have this e-bike, it's gonna make it a lot easier. Oh, what's that, a raccoon? But yeah, guys, we still have a pretty long ride. So I'll see you guys when we're back at the truck. Okay, we are back But yeah, guys, thanks for joining me on this adventure. Now that we have this e-bike, we got a new way to get around, and definitely gonna be some different types of videos. It's gonna help me get to different places much more easily now, especially with the cool weather coming. Gonna be using it a lot. Didn't catch a lot again, but I had a great time exploring. And I'm definitely gonna come back because I think the bike's gonna get better. Come back on a less windy day. You can see out there it's blowing like crazy. It's been blowing all day. So thanks for clicking on the video. Thanks for watching the video. And I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.